Reports surfaced last week that players had given up on Giants head coach Ben McAdoo after an embarrassing 5,117 loss to the Rams. That was just an appetizer of shame to this Sunday, when the previously winless 49ers beat them 3,121 to put the Giants at 18. Giants owner John Mara and GM Steve Tisch released the following statement on McAdoo via Ian Rapoport. Ben McAdoo is our head coach and has our support. We are in the midst of an extremely disappointing season. Our performance this year, particularly the past 2 weeks, is inexcusable and frustrating. While we appreciate that our fans are unhappy with what has occurred, nobody is more upset than we are. Our plan is to do what we have always done, which is to not offer a running commentary on the season. It is our responsibility to determine the reasons for our poor performance, and at the end of the year, we will evaluate the 2017 season in its entirety and make a determination on how we move forward. Reports last week said that players had given up on him. McAdoo said his team didn't quit, but the effort on Sunday didn't help his case. This 47-yard touchdown by Garrett Selleck was a prime example. Janoris Jenkins and Jonathan Casillas failed to make a play after seemingly having Selleck caught at the 20-yard line. It was an NFL record 10th straight game they've given up a touchdown to a tight end, too. Sunday's game was on the road, and it's probably best for McAdoo that it was. During their loss to the Rams last week, fans were in the stands chanting, "We want Tom Coughlin," wishing for their two-time Super Bowl winning coach. This week, McAdoo was asked if his team had become an embarrassment, to which he said, "No. I'm not embarrassed by this team." However, you couldn't say the same about his players. Olivier Vernon on getting run over by the 09 49ers embarrassing. Jordan Raanan at Jordan Raanan November 13, 2017. Justin Pugh lose to an 09 team. It doesn't get much worse than that. Jordan Raanan at Jordan Raanan November 13, 2017. Their schedule doesn't get much easier down the line. Their next game is against the Chiefs, who have had one of the best defenses in the NFL this season. They then have a divisional game at Washington, and then travel west to Oakland to take on the Raiders. In Week 14, they get the Cowboys, who have already beaten them. The following week, they play the Eagles, who look to be the best team in the NFL through 10 weeks with an 81 record. While the Giants publicly backed McAdoo, they didn't say he would be in the team's plans for the future, only that an evaluation would be made at the end of the year. If this keeps up, the Giants' next statement on McAdoo might read a bit differently.